Welcome to this week's edition of The Passion of the Digital Artist. And here he is, that passionate digital artist himself, Jeff Mueller.
Woo! That was a good one, Xavier.
Thanks, Jeff.
So how are you this week?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm excellent. Excellent. Well, this week we're coming right before the Packer game. It's on Sunday night, so I'm still all packered up. I don't know why I get dressed
Packer garb and
in
or
my
regalia.
living room on a Sunday night with no, Xavier's here, but
It's like the beer commercial. It's only weird if it doesn't work.
And hopefully it's not weird tonight. So, this week was a good week, great week. Everything, how it's been going, got a really good response to the last video blog as far as dealing with composition. So this week I want to talk about a little bit about social media for business and for artists, and what it means and why it's so necessary at this point in this time period to make it a part of what you're doing as an artist. Now, most of you, if you're watching this video blog on YouTube or my website, have some internet, will have some internet connection either through your phone, computer, laptop, iPads, or tablets, that type of thing. But social media and what it means to artists and their business is irreplaceable today. There's a lot of ways that you can go about promoting yourself through the traditional means of promoting yourself through art. And I'm going about that locally here in Canton, also up into Cleveland, a show up in Cleveland, working more up into Cleveland with the Launch House.
Maslin.
Right, and then I've got the Maslin show coming up next Saturday night, so anybody around here, feel free. That's the Stark County Artist Show in Maslin.
And you're going to have a link to that on your website.
Yes, I will definitely have a link to it. But social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, those are the sites that you use to communicate. Now, the way I use Twitter, and Twitter is invaluable, and most people ask me, well, how do you do Twitter? What are you doing in Twitter? It doesn't seem to do anything for me, but really, there's, out of all the stuff that I've been doing, Twitter is the contact. It can get you into places that you could never get in before. Facebook, then, I use, once I've made the contact and there's an interest, I use Facebook for direct contact, talking to the person, because you're not limited to the 140 characters. But the links you can send and the people that you can connect with, or by doing something such as a video blog, promoting yourself on Twitter, branding yourself, there's a lot of people who you would never have thought you would have reached that you reach. And then it takes you in directions that you would have never thought you would go through. And then having a website is very important also, because I use Twitter to drive traffic to my website. Then once they're at my website, they can contact and purchase, or contact me directly. They can get and also see my vast amount of artwork that I have on the website. These are all hugely important things that if you're not taking advantage of them, you're doing yourself a disservice. Your artwork, you're doing your artwork, and me and my wife were talking this morning, and everything that happens artistically happens in the right brain. This explains artists because they are existing in the right brain. But then when it comes to the business part and the order and numbers and accounting, all that part, that happens in the left brain.
Right. The left is the concrete, whereas the right is the abstract.
So in today's society, when you exist in your left brain, there's a lot of things that you can do as far as jobs, accountants, lawyers, doctors,
engineers, everything, yeah.
But what happens in your right brain as an artist and the creativity to cross over enough into the left brain and run your business is a very difficult thing, because you're special already, because you are creative and you are working and accessing the right brain mostly. So it takes special kind of people to be able to run in both sides of your brain. So, but all I'm here to say is, if anybody can go and do what I'm doing, it was me, who was always in his right side of his brain most of his life, and I've taught myself discipline, I've taught myself accounting, I've taught myself business through my father's business that I worked with for 22 years, and then running my own business. Now my wife helps me out a lot, and she sometimes has to kick me into the left brain, but it's a necessity. And realistically, Twitter, Facebook, and social media is combination leaning towards the left brain, but being creative at the same time with the right brain a little bit. And so as artists, it's so important to be into your left brain, to do the business sides, to do the computer promotion, just because if you don't and you just exist in that right side of your brain, there's a chance that you never get seen or known, or the people that judge us in the art field and determine in the old-fashioned way what is good and what is bad, they can hold you back. They have the ability to do that. So the internet kind of opens up those doors. It just opens that door that you can skip that process, although you need to keep going through that process, because as the doors open through social media and you get in front of the right people, because there's a lot of people out there, just not in your community. There could be someone in Florida who would love your, whereas before that person would have never seen it, never learned to love what you're doing. So by going out there and doing this type of stuff, you're just opening up the doors. And once the doors are opened up here and people start to see you, for instance, Justin Bieber, he goes onto YouTube, becomes a phenomenon on YouTube, and then the doors open for recording contracts and everything. And it's not that much different for artists. If you can get onto YouTube, if you, like, for instance, what I'm trying to do at the moment, I'm doing it, but I'm looking to open up doors with my video blog, my website, talking to people on the internet that are either other artists that I'm sharing my information with, or potential people who would that start to love my artwork, and then it leads to potential buyers. And I've seen, after these 3 years, a growth in everything and what I'm doing. And I'm into a lot of different places that I never thought I would be. So, once again, stress it. If you're an artist, you're seeing this, stop wondering what Twitter is, wondering what Facebook is, and start to approach it. Put the time and effort, get to know people, connect with people, and connections are an artist's best friend. When you're talking about networking, it's an artist's best friend, and that's what you need to do.
As we've spoke before, the tools that you just outlined and very well detailed how they interact literally make the world your neighborhood.
Exactly. It just opens up everything. So let's review. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Clout. Clout's another one that you can go through that judges. I also utilize some other, I'm in C.me. Check that out for artists. You could sign up. They get you into, I've been to New York for their shows. There's one coming up in Miami. There's one in France that I came close to winning the People's Choice Award. And then also there's Fine Art America. That's one that you should check out. There's Tumblr, there's Pinterest, and there's Stumble Upon. So, Stumble, that's what it is. So check those out. Do your homework. Get on a couple of these and start putting your artwork up there. Have people have it there. Google Plus is another great place. You can load your portfolio, talk to people about it. These are all different social media outlets that allow artists to connect with people looking for art.
Pretty awesome, Jeff.
Woo! See you next week.
Take care, folks.
All right.